Hello, hello! Today we are going to work on our posture. If you're anything like me and you have an office job or you sit a lot during the day, which a lot of us now do, we tend to get this posture, right? So when you're on the horse, it's very easy that the shoulders come forward and we hunch our backs, and then our lower back gets into a position that's not very good for us. So this is really all about getting the shoulders back into position and strengthening the muscles between our shoulder blades and along the back, as well as stretching out the front side. So this is a mix of stretching and strength training. It's not you're not going to sweat a lot in this workout, but it's going to feel really, really nice afterwards when we're done, I promise. So if you're ready, just get on your mat and we will get started. So we're going to start by doing some shoulder rolls. Slow and easy, and we're only going to do them in one direction, back, which is what we want to do with our shoulders. We want them to come back and down. Just make sure you breathe slowly in and out. You can add your arms too if you feel like it. That's great. Then we're going to move over to some neck rolls. So you can either stay on your knees or you can sit back down. Just do whatever feels good for you here. Just make sure you don't go too fast. And if you want, you can roll the entire way around. I can feel a little bit of cracking as I'm doing this. Not bad cracking, just good cracking. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. I'm gonna interlace our hands behind the back. And then lift the hands up and push the chest forward. You should feel a nice stretch on the front of your shoulders, a little bit along the arms, and also the chest. Now we're going to do an extension of this so you can come up on your knees. I'm going to lean back, lean on our heels, and then you can put your knees further apart if that's more comfortable, and then just push the chest and the hips out and forward. So this is a more intense stretch, but this is really good for opening up the front of the body. And as a bonus, we also get to incorporate the hip flexors in here. If this is too intense, that's absolutely fine, and you can do the same stretch that we did before. Great. we're gonna come back down on the stomach. We're gonna do some back extensions. It's gonna lift alternating leg and arm. Now the point here is not to lift as high as we can, but to stretch out as much as we can. And then change. So pretend as if you have someone pulling your toe and pulling your finger to opposite directions. Now we're going to do alternating Superman. It means we're going to come up with the upper body first, and then the lower body. Make sure you look down to the floor and that you're in control of the entire movement. Keep your glutes engaged. And now we're going to come to a hold. We're going to lift upper body and lower body at the same time. Hold in this position. Engage the glutes. Look down to the ground. Tuck your chin so that your neck is straight. Getting that double chin going. Lift your elbows. Don't let them come down to the ground. We really want them up so that the muscles between the shoulder blades remain engaged the entire time. Great job. Keep it going for a little bit longer. Elbows up. Nice job. All right, now we're going to stretch out the left arm, right arm like this, and we're going to roll onto the side so that you'll get a nice stretch on the inside of the shoulder and arm, and a little bit on the chest as well. Now you can play around with the angle of your arm here. Right now I have it pretty much straight out to the back, but you can also bring it further up and feel if that's a better stretch for you. Lean the head on the ground, or you can keep it up if you prefer that. Just focus on the stretch around your shoulder. Right, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. you come up on all fours, and we're gonna come into puppy pose. Just literally all fours, and then walk out. And then forward like this. Just really feel this in the underarms, armpits, and a little bit towards the chest. Push the chest towards the ground. Up. Now we're going to come sit on the bum, one leg out, one in front like this, and we're gonna come up and stretch over. This is a great stretch for the hip flexor again, but also all along the side of the body. Make sure you breathe in properly here, and you'll feel extra stretch as you fill the lungs. Push the hips gently forward. We're going to come into a plank position where we're keeping this knee here. And we're going to do a scapular push-up. So keeping your toe just gently on the ground, we're going to come down with the shoulders and push up with the shoulder blades. So kind of sink down into your shoulders, push up with the shoulders. This is a little technical and a little bit difficult in the beginning if you're not used to it. But just give it a try. If it's really difficult, just come down on your knees and practice the movement first. So you get a hang of that. Then when you understand it and you feel like you have the hang of what muscles to use, you can come back to this position, which gives you a little bit more challenge. Great. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So stretching out the leg. And hips up and forward. Stretching over. I absolutely love this stretch. It feels so good. You can play around with looking a little bit more down or looking a little bit more up, depending on where you feel the best, where you need the stretch the most. We're going to come down to that plank position as we did before and do another round of scapular push-ups. So find the difficulty level that works for you. And here it's nice to think about the core a little bit as well. So pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Now this one is quite challenging. These are muscles we often don't use that much. And it's also, like I said, a little bit technical. So don't be discouraged if you find it a little bit difficult. It's also a very small movement. Good job. And now we're just going to come back into seated position, and we're going to do some shoulder rotations. Sure to remember your breath. Super important when we're stretching and working out. And finally, we're going to do a little seated cat and cow. I don't know about you, but I feel like my chest and my posture is now so much better than it was when we started, and I hope you feel the same. So thank you very much for working out with me today, and I'll see you again very soon. If you want to tap into your equestrian potential and become the best partner you can possibly be for your horse, then join us in the Horse Learner Fitness Workout Club. You'll find more information in the description box below.